I'm Jesse Wente, Head of Film Programs at Tiff Bell Lightbox. TIFF is the Toronto International Film Festival, which is a year-round organization best known for its 11-day film festival, one of the premier cultural events in the world that occurs every September. But we also operate a year-round facility called Bell Lightbox that programs movies, events, guests from all international realms of cinema on a year-round basis. And this summer we're very proud to present First Peoples Cinema 1500 Nations, One Tradition as our major show this summer. So First Peoples Cinema is a show chronicling the history and development of Indigenous cinema from around the world, focusing on the key four countries of Canada, the US, New Zealand, and Australia, where we've seen the primary production of Indigenous and First Nations made movies. So it's a film show that consists of 30 feature films and roughly 30 short films from these four countries, including a feature film from the Philippines in the Palawan language, the first feature film ever in that language, and the very first feature film of any kind from the island nation of Samoa, which is of course one of the only non-colonized Indigenous countries in the world. The film show is accompanied by a large-scale gallery presentation of new media works from, again, the four major countries, US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Many of them world premieres, many of them North American premieres, made by the cutting edge of artists working, First Peoples artists working from around the world. So we're really happy to be having this sort of concentration of events. It's the largest show of its kind ever mounted, certainly in North America and most likely the world. We're of course very excited to be partnering with Planet Indigenous on our fantastic closing night film event, which is the concert from a tribe called Red, one of their great electric powwows. They're the hottest First Peoples hip-hop group in the world today. Just completed a new album, going on tour. They'll present one of their famous electric powwows at Planet Indigenous. We're very happy to be co-presenting it. It's going to be a great closing night event for us, an opening for Planet Indigenous, a celebration of Indigenous art and the unity of nations that I think both Planet Indigenous and TIFF is putting on this summer. The city of Toronto is one of the largest populations of First Nations people in North America, and it's always been a traditional meeting place of all the different nations to come to this specific land and meet and share. And I think that to see a festival like Planet Indigenous combined with the First Peoples Cinema program that's going on at TIFF is a unique meeting, I think, of two very engaged organizations looking to celebrate the work of these artists and celebrate this culture. And I think the two of them together will really bring a large focus in Toronto and really make Toronto the home for all First Peoples art for this summer in the world. And I think that's incredibly exciting, and we're so happy to work with a festival like Planet Indigenous, which combines all the different forms of art from all the different medias around, and that we can help provide a film program and an exhibition space leading up to the opening of Planet Indigenous. I think will really make Indigenous First Peoples art a primary focus for the people of Toronto in the summer, and that is a historic and exciting event. What I hope people will take away from both Planet Indigenous and the First Peoples Cinema program here at Tiff Bell Lightbox is that despite the fact that Indigenous people represented in both festivals come from all over the world, we have a shared history and a shared culture and a shared belief system, and this has resulted in various connections through our art that I think speak to the different history and legacy that we all share, and show that the traditional national boundaries that we all seem to understand may not be as we expected, or may be broken down in ways that we didn't expect, and that there's a real unity that can be expressed across internationally through First First Peoples artwork. And I think at Tiff Lightbox, we're extremely proud to be presenting this First Peoples Cinema program. It's a historic program, and to be partnering with someone like Planet Indigenous, a great festival on our Tribe Called Red event, I think just caps off what will be an amazing summer for First Peoples artists and for people of Toronto to see a new culture expressed in a new way. I think it's a really exciting time for Toronto, which is, you know, one of the primary places we see First Peoples people gather and live in North America. So super excited to be doing this. I think Toronto's the perfect place to launch it, and we're really excited about the partnership with Planet Indigenous. I'm Jesse Wente, and I'll see you at Planet Indigenous.